Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I've just finished this on a bit of paper, which turned out quite nicely. So watch me paint it here and talk my usual random nonsense. Without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Slightly different setup today. You can see I've messed about with my camera angle a bit for my face cam because who wants to look at my ugly mug all the time? So I've just position the camera over there and hopefully make things a bit more exciting. That is the hope. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. My other camera's set up as usual, my big camera just there, and my palette cam will be going all the time, hopefully. Yesterday I did a 45-minute video without actually turning my microphone on, so I spent 45 minutes just talking to myself for no reason at all. But anyway, I'll turn that into a time lapse because it had no audio, and that is on YouTube now. So anyway, on this bit of paper, I've got loads of paper which I got from a friend of mine, a great big roll of the stuff. I thought I'm going to use it. So it's just been in the studio for the best part of a year. So I've just roughly cut it, so the dimensions will be a bit funny. Size-wise, it is 20 by 16 inches. So I've put a layer of gesso on, which I've let dry, because the paper's brown. It's like parcel paper sort of thing. So I've just put some gesso on just to stop the paper from soaking the oils up and all that sort of thing. So anyway, we shall get going. I will show you what is on my palette. I'm using the same palette as yesterday, so I haven't cleaned it or anything. Don't want to waste paint. So yeah, the paint is all on there ready and mixed, and we shall have a look. I'll just grab a good pointer. I've got one. Yeah. Now, looks like a bit of a mess. It is. Let's call it out for what it is. It is messy. But I've got some green there, and it kind of goes into burnt sienna there, a bit of red. I've got some grey, which I mixed with raw umber and ultramarine blue last night. And round here, you've got sort of muddy, violety, sort of creamy affair going on. It's a bit of a mess, but hopefully might make for an interesting sky. Fingers crossed, we shall see. And titanium white just there. There's also a bit of violety blue there and a bit of a maroon colour just there, which I might also utilise by accident. So let's get to the show on the road. Just find my brush, there it is. Got a big decorating brush which I got from the local hardware shop, and it is a really good brush. I love it to bits. I'd never used it, and then I started using it to live painting session at the ink gallery, and I love it now. It's amazing. So yeah, we'll get going. Right, let's establish a quick horizon. Get some of that. Oh, yeah, another thing. I've got a tub of Zesty, my non-toxic paint thinner. And yeah, it smells quite pleasant actually, so it's not like turps or anything like that, just horrible stuff. So yeah, just dip my brush in there from time to time. Right, let's get this green and just whack a bit of a horizon on. Hope you're keeping well and all that sort of stuff. It's miserable weather out there at the minute. All the better for painting in a studio. Hope for this weekend, because I'm on call at the moment. So hope for the weekend. Well, I'd say that for a fact I will be out painting at the weekend. Outdoors. I might even take the camera along with me and film it, we'll see. Depends how much kit I want to lug about with me, but we shall see. Right, quick horizon. It's going on quite nicely onto this paper. Brush a quick wipe. Yeah, I was annoyed with me. You know, I'll double check. I'll check I've actually put my microphone on, which I have. Thank goodness for that. But yeah, it was annoying. It had a big video and came to edit it. I had no bloody sound. But there we go. Right, just get some of this sort of purpley mix. I'll get a bit of dark as well from that grey. And just put a bit of anger in that sky. Initially I blue tacked this paper to it, but while I was gessoing it kept falling off. So I thought I'd just put a couple of corners of tape on just to hold it on, because you can guarantee, you know, whenever I'm doing a video things go wrong, you can bet your bottom dollar my paper would have fallen off the wood if I hadn't taped it. Nice bit of pinky red as well. But yeah, it'll be all keeping fine and dandy. Oh, something that happened that was funny. I'd hurt my back at work. No, nothing major, just a little bit, you know. Occupational hazard. And my wife, she's got this bloody electric machine thingy, which is a horrible thing. I can't stand it. And it's basically, and apparently it's all the rage, I don't know why, but it's basically two pads which you attach to a machine, stick on your back, and it sends electrical pulses and massages whichever bit of you is hurting. And she badgered for me to use this bloody thing. But I was having none of it, you know, I'm not into all that, you know. But eventually I thought, what harm can it do? I'll just give it a try. Humour my wife a bit. So she, you know, took out the pack and everything and taught me through it and wired it up and started pressing various buttons, and oh, you know, you could really feel the bloody electricity. And that was only on a low setting, and I didn't want it any further than, I don't know, it was 2 the setting was or whatever. So she had it on that, and she was messing about with it, you know, it was going up to level 8 and whatever, and it was horrible. So all that was happening. So she set me off going, and you know, you could feel it pulsing. I thought, oh, it's starting to, you know, I can actually feel it working. So she bogged off to work and left me with this machine going. But you know, after about half an hour, I'd had enough of it. I might get some ultramarine blue actually, just to put in this sky. Just put that there. Yeah, I'd had enough, so I thought, right, I'm going to disconnect it all and put it away. Yeah, nice bit of blue. Get a bit more zest out of the tub. So I removed a pad with one hand, and it gave me, you know, a huge jolt. You know, electric shock, this bloody thing. And I think I let out a yelp. You know, this thing electrocuted me. But what the hell was that? And I reached the other pad, and it happened again. But every 30 seconds or so, it just lets out a pulse, you know, of electricity. And so this was stuck to my hand, and you know, my dog's in the living room watching me, wondering what the hell I was doing. So I was like that because of the bloody electricity. And I just couldn't stop it, because every time I tried turning the machine off, it would get me again. And so I grabbed the other pad, and that was also stuck to my other hand and still getting me, and you know, throwing my arms and legs everywhere. Eventually, and it bloody hurt as well. Eventually I managed to, you know, take the various pads and things off, and it said on the box. It's said on the base of the box, do not remove pads while the machine is turned on. And my wife could have told me that, you know. Couldn't bloody believe it. But it reminded me a couple of nights ago. She said, "Oh, do you want to use the tens machine or whatever this bloody thing is called?" I said, "No, not your flaming Nelly. No, I'd rather have a bad back. Thank you very much." Yeah, I haven't used the bloody thing since. Oh, it's windy outside. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Right, bit of a stormy sky. Some more dark. Bit more anger in it. Yeah, they probably do work, them machines, but not for me. No way. I don't like electricity anyway, really. I don't like things that are invisible. Bit more blue in that top corner there. Right, might do a bit more of the landscaping bit. That is a rough, stormy sort of sky. It was a bit black and messy, but it's a painting. And you start with a mess, finish with something reasonably meaningful, as I often say. I had a run-in with electricity. I think I was a teenager. And I remember it like yesterday, and it blew me across the living room in the house we used to live in. Because, stupidly, I'd put a plug in. I think I was plugging in a bloody hi-fi system or whatever. And I had me fingers wrapped around the metal bits of the plug and put it in the wall, and that was it. Just, and it was like someone kicking in the back. Bloody hell, it hurt. Right, I'll get some titanium wire. Just whiz it across the horizon there. Just gives it a bit of distance. A little bit of perspective. Fools the eye into thinking there's something there that isn't. Oh yeah, when I was at school I had another run-in. It was self-inflicted with electricity. It's my own stupid fault. Now, what I'm about to say, don't ever try this. I mean, particularly if there's any younger audience members. I won't think for a minute there is. I mean, you know, who'd want to watch this nonsense? But don't ever try this, because it's not big and it's not clever. I was in a science lesson. I think I was in year 8 or 9, something like that. And science, it wasn't good with me and science. It didn't really mix, because there's lots of things that could blow up and go bang and set on fire and everything like that. With Bunsen burners and chemicals and gas and God knows what else. So this one occasion, teacher was at the front harping on about something. I don't know, I can't remember anything about science. Yeah, banging on about photosynthesis or something, I don't know. And for some reason, we were cutting something out, and there was a box of scissors that every school has, and the box of scissors went up and down this classroom. Now, this classroom was a long one. It's really long, so we sat on benches with great big tables and desks and stuff. And it was about 3 floors up on this science block, and you could see, you know, you had a vista of the entire school pretty much from this science block. So, you know, you could see across to the history and geography and languages department, you could see the sports department, you could see RE, you could see the art block, you could see technology, sweetie thing, everything else like that. So, yeah, it's quite a good view up there. Now, as kids, I don't know if you remember that cat that used to be on telly. Can't remember the cat's name. It used to meow. The cat, I can't remember the cat's name. You know, put a comment if you can remember. And it used to go, this cartoon cat, and it says, the cat's name says, don't play with fireworks. And then there'd be another episode going, the cat saying, don't play with electricity. But it never said why, you know. And me having an inquisitive mind wanted to find out why. And by God, I found out that day. But that's one thing that's missing from that. You know, we used to have highway codes, films, you know, public health and public safety, and you know, all sorts of stuff. And this cat who used to tell you what to do and everything like that. But you don't get it now, really. So I think that's all that's missing. But yeah, anyway, the cat aside. These scissors went out in the box, and you know, we grabbed a pair of scissors each. Now I grabbed about 3 pairs and put them down next to me, and as the box went on down. Now I don't know if they still do it in science rooms. Now ours was great big wooden tables about that thick, massive things, anchored to the ground. They couldn't move, and on top of the table a Bunsen burner taps and plug sockets. You know, a heck of a combination for 13-year-olds to have. So, you know, I was looking at this plug socket, you know, double socket with switches on, and I put a pair of scissors in. The power were turned off, you know, because I'm not stupid, you know, I'm not daft. You know, I put some scissors in, nothing happened. Odd. So I got a ruler, which I'd also got, and pressed the wall socket with the ruler just to turn the power on. Still nothing, and I thought, very odd. So, move my ruler. So I got, you know, switched it off again with the ruler and got a second pair of scissors and jabbed it in the opposite side of the socket, you know, the double socket thing, on the opposite end, and, you know, got the ruler, turned it all on again. Still nothing. And I thought, what's missing? And I thought back to a technology lesson we had, you know, with circuit boards and all that business. I thought, it needs a circuit, so I got the bit of wood and touched the scissors together. And there was an absolutely blinding flash and a mushroom cloud of smoke. And it you know, it really, I can see it now. And a bit of a bang and a pop. All the lights went off in this classroom, and the next thing I knew, that the teacher had cleared the length of this bloody classroom in about 2 paces and just grabbed hold of me. You know, back in the days when you could rag children about, just lifted me bodily out of the seat. And as I was there suspended in the air, I looked out of the windows, and I was a commanding view of the school, and the entire school was going off, block by block, all the lights going off. Because it was winter time, you could see quite well, and that was at the sports facility. Their lights went off. Humanities, you know, history and geography went off. Language department, everywhere else, RE, that went off. The entire school. There's 1,500 kids in this school, perhaps a bit less, 1,300 or whatever. So you can imagine the disruption. So anyway, I was frog marched down to the head's office, who thankfully wasn't there. He was in a meeting somewhere like that, because he was a bit of a demon. So I went to the deputy head, who was also a bit of a demon, and I got bollocked within an inch of my life. I think I spent about 2 months on detention because every classroom and every department head who I disrupted that day, I had to go each lunchtime and get bollocked by and do lines and everything like that. You know, back in the days when you had lines. So I'd well and truly learned a lesson. Letters home. I mean, you could. And I've done it before, intercepted letters before they arrived in the post, but there was no way of intercepting these. Just got bombarded with hate mail off the various teachers and things like that. So, it was horrible. So yeah, I didn't do it again. But yeah, upshot is, do not mess about with electricity, because I was told after that they'd had this thing that tripped out the whole school, and if it hadn't have done that, if that had been fitted, they'd have been, taking me home in a bin bag. Literally, it would have been, But yeah, electricity does scare me. I do not like it. You can't see it, can't smell it, and bloody hell it hurts. Anyway, that aside, this is coming on quite nicely. Nice and stormy. I wonder if, just an experiment, I can actually wipe away with it. So you can, to a certain degree, you can wipe away some of the paint just with the kitchen towel. Yeah, it's quite nice, some distant hills going on over there. Right, let's crack on. Just get my, brush a wipe. They try and stick to the same brush and not swap about. I need my lunch, grab my lunch after this. Looking forward to it. Beans on toast, the cornerstone of any nutritious lunch. Right, let's get a bit of green again. Interesting patch of light just there. I'm deciding what to do with it. Picked up titanium white by accident. A bit more green. So yeah, I haven't had a very good relationship with electricity. Bit more grey down there. Very stormy. Right, finish off this sky a bit. Got some quite nice texture to this paper. I've only put a thin layer of gesso on. Quite pleasant. Yeah, it's not perfect, it's not my best, but it's a painting and I'm enjoying myself, which is important. And as I often say, you don't necessarily have to be a good painter, just do it. I used to spend hours when I first started painting, during lockdown really, painting every day, you know, serious painting. I first started, I'd be staring at a blank canvas for, you know, half an hour, and then I get fed up with it and not paint. But those days are gone, because I found out that doing something is better than nothing. And it doesn't have to be good, it doesn't have to be a masterpiece or anything like that. It's just about enjoying it. Right. Yeah, it's looking not bad. Quite pleased with that. I wonder. Just mix a little bit of titanium white in that blue. See if we can lighten up the top of the sky. It might not need it, but we'll see. It might not work. Yeah, that's not bad. That just gives the eye something to do. Just a little bit. There we go. Right then. Next, try and think what to do with that patch. Do I get a little bit of primary yellow? Yeah, primary yellow just there. Need to tone it down a bit, so I'm just going to get some of this. Oh, something's happened. I've got some blue tack holding up my palette cam, and the blue tack's just dropped off. So I hope my palette cam is not going to fall off as well. Just grab some of that pinky colour, just add it to the yellow, just to tone it down a bit. Let's see about carrying on with the same brush, so I'll give it another quick wipe. This might not work, but we'll see. Not bad. Yeah, that's alright. Cope with that. Some nice textures and things going on with this brush. I wonder, get a little bit of blue just to bung in the distance. A bit of a hill. Yeah, I think we're there. It is not bad. It's not amazing, but it is a painting and I've enjoyed it. So yeah, I think that is that. And go like that, just to the end of my brush, see if that does anything. Nah, it doesn't do a lot. Just wipe that bit off. Now the beauty about oil painting, you make a mistake, you can just, oh that's quite nice, just wipe away. Yeah, make a mistake and turn into something else quite nicely. Yeah, I think we're there, you know. Not bad at all. Bit more green. Yeah, it's a painting. It was good fun. So yeah, job done. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget I am on Instagram, Facebook and jonkidd.co.uk. Oh, I've got some paint. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's dry actually. Anyway, so that's that. So don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. Let me know what you think about the new camera angle. If it's bobbins, let me know and I'll pull it back to, you know, face view. But yeah, I quite like this setup. But anyway, yeah, that is that. Don't forget, yeah, subscribe, comment, like, all that. If you want to get notificationited, hit the bell thing at the bottom, whatever that is. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, enjoy that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.